Salam, everybody. Welcome back to our channel.
Here we are.
We have a hot topic today.
Which is kind of funny because it used to be a hot topic and then it went away. And then now that the dirty white underbelly of Canada has kind of come out in the racist comments of that one particular video, they kind of jumped on this one.
Yeah. So the number one question regarding our children, will we force our girls to wear the hijab? So one of the biggest principles in our religion is the fact that you can encourage the different practices and faith practices within the faith itself, but you can't force it upon someone. So you can't force your kids to fast. You can't force them to go for Hajj. You can't force them to do the 5 daily prayers. You would encourage those things. You would teach them about those things and give them value about why we practice those things, but you would never force them to do it.
Exactly. It falls in line with what the Prophet, peace be upon him, said, that you're rewarded according to your intention. That's right. If your intention is to do something because someone's forcing you to do it, there's no reward in it. Therefore, how would that even make sense to be able to
It's kind of pointless.
It is. You're forcing your kids to do something that they're not getting rewarded for because they don't want to do it. They're only doing it to make you happy.
Yeah, exactly.
And at the end of the day,
then there's no value in it.
Yeah, and it's not going to last because as soon as you're out of the picture or as soon as they're out of the house.
Yeah. And I've actually seen that myself. I've witnessed it myself. I've been around people myself where I've seen them wear hijab. They come to school, they take it off, and their parents have no idea. And then before they have to go home from school, or go home to school, before they have to go home from school, they put it back on again. And I'm like, wait a second, you're living this double life and it doesn't make any sense to me. So, and then the second thing would be that as parents, our hope is that our kids would have a natural love, an organic love for hijab.
Yeah, just like the faith itself, right? That if you're forcing things, it ain't going to work. They're not going to appreciate it. They're not going to love it. They're not going to understand, or they're not going to care.
And so for me, I didn't grow up seeing anybody wear hijab, so I didn't have a love for it. It meant nothing to me. It was very alien, to be honest. It was kind of like, only the really religious people wear hijab. It was just foreign. It was so weird. But for our kids, it's the complete opposite. They have a genuine love for it because I wear it. So they see me wearing it. It's normal. They're comfortable around people that wear hijab. It's not alien or strange.
That's how we were about clean-shaven people when I was there. No, for real.
Because you were only around people that had beards.
Exactly. So my dad and his friends and the biker type guys, whenever a clean-shaven person would come over, kids would just be
weird.
we would hide because we were raised in the wilderness, so it wasn't common for people to come anyway. But when they did, we would hide behind and be like,
that's so funny,
eyeballing them, and who is this dodgy
can see their
looking
chin.
guy? Yeah. For our kids, as they grow up, they see our friends that look the same. The community, when we travel to Muslim countries, like she said, it's very normal for them to be comfortable around people who are wearing more clothing. We as Muslims believe that more is better in terms of covering up. So naturally, wearing a hijab for a woman in our faith, but in our house, even in general, is something that's just so like a normal
weird,
for them.
Yeah, it's not like a weird taboo thing. And then for them, I don't want to say taboo, but the thing that kind of makes them uncomfortable is being around people that have no clothes on, at a beach in Canada, for instance. So yeah, for them, it's they've always been dressed. Anytime we've gone swimming, they've always had a full rash guard on or shorts, or you know what I mean. So no bikinis in this house type of thing. So again, it's more so cultivating that kind of environment so that they just naturally have an inclination to loving hijab and not being weird about it. But again, it's not something that we've sat down and had a hard conversation when you turn 13 years old you have to wear a hijab. That's not part of our parenting books.
Yeah. On the flip side of that is we've had people who have reached out to us and been like, oh, your kids have they're wearing shorts or they're wearing a t-shirt. My daughter wears a hijab at 5 years old, and I wear a niqab is usually how it goes in line with that.
Yeah, that's what they'll say.
Yeah, exactly. And people have said this to us, and it's why are you forcing a child to do something that God hasn't forced your child to do?
Hijab is not we've talked about this so many times. Hijab is not mandatory on kids. Kids are meant to be kids.
They're exempt. Yeah. Let them be kids.
Yeah, let them be kids. And so for us, again, our girls specifically, this is for our kids, because of all the things that we've talked about, the environment, our community, the normalcy of wearing hijab and their comfort level, they've literally just grabbed a hijab from their closet and been like, I want to wear this today. And in the beginning, I was kind of weirded out, to be honest. I was like, are you sure? I don't know what part of me was like, this is weird, because I didn't grow up like that, that young, to love hijab. So for them, it's like they just naturally just want to wear it, and they've talked about it. Like, when I get older, I'm gonna wear a hijab, and okay, it's your call. If that's what you want to do. So this parenting topic is a lengthy one, obviously, but this is kind of like in a nutshell, kind of like how we're raising our kids, and
it's quite simple.
You know?
Can't be forced upon them. Let them be kids. Let them enjoy their childhood. Show them that through your own actions, that what they see is something that they will naturally be inclined towards appreciating. Let them value and love and respect, wearing the hijab, people who wear the hijab. And then by the time that they become of age to where it does become, obligatory for them to wear the hijab, it's a natural progression. That's what Islam is about, the natural way of life.
It's not about force.
Exactly.
So we would never force them to wear hijab. That definitely not.
People will get confused though, because but it's mandatory, but you're not going to force them.
Yeah,
but
exactly.
But it's obligatory. But so it's quite simple that these are the rules. Follow them if you choose.
Yeah.
If you do, there's reward. If you don't, there's not.
Yeah.
So
exactly.
Yeah, again, we always use that parable. It's a stop sign. You don't have to stop. Like that's the rules. It's there. Your choice.
Your choice.
If you don't,
no one's gonna force you unless there's a police officer standing on the side of the road telling you to stop
still
at that
won't
stop
force
sign.
you.
But you have the free will. As humans, we believe. As humans, we believe that we have free will. Mm-hmm. So there you guys have it.
As Muslims, we believe in free will.
Yeah.
Just a lot of people might not understand that is we believe that God has given us the free will to make the decision and the distinction between what is right and what is wrong. Mm-hmm. We as human beings, we understand naturally what is right and naturally what is wrong, even from a very young age.
Yeah.
And therefore, we have the choice: go this way, go this way. And again, we will be, as we believe, accountable for all of the decisions that we've made in this world. That's a whole other topic, and maybe we'll get into it one day.
Yeah. So hopefully that answers your guys' questions. If you also have daughters, we would love to hear what your guys' parenting strategies are regarding hijab, how you've approached that within your family or your community. We love to hear from you guys, so make sure that you leave us a comment down below, and we'll see you guys next time.
All right, guys. Assalamu alaikum.